I fucking do. Yes, it does. And also, fuck off. If you've got the one pinnacle you needed, which was the chess piece, then every powerful drops at fucking 2020. It, this is annoying me because it's taking up too much of the CPU. No games running and it's using like half my CPU. That's why I'm annoyed at it. I don't know why it's doing it as well. Normally, OBS uses like 1 or 2% of my CPU. It's using like 30%. Um, yeah, it doesn't matter which character you did it on. There's okay, Mark. This is what I tried to tell you last time. Is there's something called Fireteam Power now? Well, sorry, like global power for all your characters, right? It doesn't matter which order you do the characters. It doesn't even matter if you do them all on one character, right? The the power just goes to the account as a whole. And if you get a chess piece on one character, that chess piece is the highest level on all your characters, technically. So how that works basically is now that you've got it, the global power for your character should show as 2020, which I'll check in a second. Like, this should go up when the game's running, obviously, right? It's just annoying me that the CPU is being used so much. I'm just gonna click on something for now. Um, this is a problem. Is it an old problem though, or is it being updated? I'll just refresh it. Old problem. Now it's even more of a problem with other things. You've been doing the dungeon, have you? Okay. But yeah, if I click here now, you see account power is 2020, right?
Keep it short.
Shut up! Oh,
You
you are so getting muted.
Into Savathun's throne world. A whole damn lot of it. Maybe she knows something we don't.
That's one way to deal with it. Okay, so now that account power is account power, basically what it means is you want infusion fuel. So you can use powerfuls, you can use pinnacles, you can use whatever you want basically. If it drops as a gold coin pretty much on the fucking director, um it will be 2020 now. That was the thing that was happening before. You were getting 2019s because your account power wasn't 2020. Now it is, right? And it's shared between all characters. So everything will drop at 2020 now because of that. Even your, like, you see this prime engrams that are 2019 before you got the 2020. So these are 2019, but now prime engrams will drop at 2022 as well. So you pretty much just need fuel to infuse whatever you're going to use or whatever. Right. What am I actually doing? I know I've got to sort out the fucking profile, but why am I hearing otherwise? Is the question. What have you not, and what have you got me doing? What have you not got me doing? Drops? What do you want to do? Why is this called solid state? Why am I using the mouse as well? What is this? I don't think this has been updated anymore, the quest for this. Did you do the story quests this week at least as well? On the actual character that you're doing them, and I have no idea which character it is. It's probably the Titan or something. How much for all? You're a mother. That means Salvation's Edge. You realize that, right? You bag. Did you do it all? Because the quest should have gone. Not gone from here. Did you do it on the Hunter? I hate the fact it doesn't go off all characters when you do this shit. It's so annoying. It really is. Alright, is it gone from here? Alright, it's gone from here at least. Well, that went well. Sure you want to do every fucking pinnacle, because it's probably unnecessary to do all of them. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I can. Remember what I told you, powerfuls count too now as 2020s. And some of the powerfuls are easier to get than the pinnacles. Some of them. Right? Every one of these engrams now is powerful, is 2020. Right? So if it has a gold coin, it's gonna drop as a 2020 mark. Right? Fucking root nightmares. So it's up to you how much of this you want to deal with or want to go through, right? It's not all getting done tonight, by the way. Not at all, fucking all. So yeah, it doesn't have to be pinnacle to drop at 2020 now. Like half this shit that's like this first one is a pinnacle, but then the ones after, remember, say powerful, but they're all gonna drop at 2020 now, right? Whatever the fuck's over here, technically. All drops at 2020. So it comes down to even this is gonna drop at 2020 now. The fucking do 8 bounty shit. I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm just telling you that like it's literally globally impossible for me to do all 3 characters, all of them tonight, and be alive tomorrow. You can do the hard stuff. Yay for me. There's 2 things. But, so you have to tell me what you want me to actually start doing, as in start trying to. I can. Just getting a list of all this shit takes forever. It fucking does. Raids and dungeons. Why? Why do you hate me so much? Where is my fucking list of crap? I can modify this list slightly. Now we know that the single shot shit has changed, right? This is my list of pinnacles from last week that I'm pulling up, right? So what I need to do is find out what the dungeons changed to and what the bosses changed to. Well, Root of Nightmares is one of them, so instead of King's Fall, it's gonna be Root of Nightmares, probably. The story mission in here will have changed, whatever this is. Avalon. Instead of Operation Seraph Shield. You see what I'm doing? I'm just going through and changing the weeklies. Instead of Ghosts of the Deep, it's Prophecy, I think. What else is here? I don't think it's Pit, it's gonna be something else. I need to figure out what it is. It's one on the EDZ. It's probably this, Warlord's Ruin. So I've got, it's not Garden, right? But there's something else that's, what's in Legends? No, it's not here. I've already seen Roots. What's the other one? Is it fucking, what's it called? Oh, it's Root. There's one here. What's this one? Is it fucking this one? I think it's this one. It's Deepstone, isn't it? Is it a Deepstone checkpoint? It is. Alright, so instead of Garden, it's Deepstone. You realize how long it takes me to get all these checkpoints, motherfucker? I'm just pointing it out. I think those are all the ones that changed. It takes longer to get the fucking checkpoints than to do some of them. Did you do one of these Nightfalls somewhere? You did, didn't you? Did you do the 10k one? Do I need to ignore one of these? Or all of these? I don't know if you did any of the Pathfinders or not. There's usually 3 of these in here. I assume this one's done because it's disappeared, but I don't know about the other characters. Did you do Nightfalls on any of the other characters, Mark? Like for the 200k? I'm just fucking go look. It's probably faster. Change character. Which character did you do it on? The Hunter, by the looks of it? Hunter only. Okay, so the other 2 characters still have it. Okay. Okay. This is the list of what I've got for pinnacles at the moment, right? Is there anything I should be worried about or should add to this or remove from this? Right now it's like Salvation's Edge times 3. Fuck you. 3 the Nether Expert. 3 Excision. Ascent. It's not Ascent, by the way, but I know what it means. It's one of the story missions. It's probably Descent this week, okay? Times 3. Nightfall 200k times 2. Prophecy checkpoint times 3. Just do the raids and dungeons. You want me to remove or everything that's not a raid in a dungeon from that? What about Avalon? You want me to leave Avalon there or not? It's kind of like a dungeon, but it's not a dungeon. That's why I'm asking. Avalon's one of the weapon missions. You usually have to do them on like expert. Keep lit. What? this list has the other stuff on. I don't know what you want. All right. What am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna throw myself off cliff. I was taking stuff off the list, right? That was not a raid or a dungeon. Yes. So in other words, it'd be like Salvation's Edge, Prophecy, Root of Nightmares, Warlord's Rune, and Deepstone. Which would mean I would take off the Avalon, the 2 Nightfall 200k, the Descent story missions times 3, the Excision times 3, and the Nether Expert times 3 I could take. Because they're not dungeons or raids. I'm just sorting out what I'm doing and setting that up, and then I'll go do your goddamn shitty builds, don't worry. I just need to fucking sort this out first. Because this takes fucking forever to start setting up anyway. Just tell me what I'm... Okay. I sent you the list of stuff, Mark. Yes. Should I just take out everything that's not a raid or a dungeon? No, let's see it. Is that what you want me to do? But my question was, what do I do about Avalon? Avalon is the node override mission for the Vexcalibur. It's like a dungeon, but it's not a dungeon. It's the same sort of thing as Operation Seraph Shield, if you know what I mean, for the other gun that I did last week. Normally, you have to run like 1 on expert or like 3 on normal. I ran the Seraph Shields on expert last time. No fuck that, as in, what does no fuck that mean? That doesn't tell me anything. That just means. You're not doing it, or I'm not doing it. I swear to fucking God. Alright. I'm gonna show you something. This is Avalon. I'm not doing it, I'm loading it. Because I don't think you know what these are. This is why I asked this. They're basically dungeons, but they're technically dungeons. They're not listed as a dungeon. But they're those weapon dungeons where you go in and do shit. Like the Outbreak mission. Yeah, they're exotic missions, but they can be pretty hard on expert, which is why I asked. Like, this is the Avalon one. It's the one with the giant, fucking hobgoblin as the boss at the end, or near the end. And all the fucking stupid things. Yeah, take it off the list. Okay. That's what I was asking, because I didn't know what to do about it. Because, like I said, they have secrets in them like dungeons. They are technically dungeons, but they're exotic weapon missions. Alright. That means those are the ones that are left. Are you happy now? I took off the expert nether. I took off the excision stuff. I took off the cooperative story missions. You know the ones which annoy the shit out of me anyway. So is that it? Is that all I have to worry about? I'm saying, is that all? There's fucking 2 fucking useless ass fucking long ass raids in there, but anyway. There's only actual 3 raids in there, by the way. Which is the Salvation's Edge. The rest of those, apart from... Oh, I didn't... Do I have to worry about the new dungeon? I didn't throw that in here. It's not actually here. Sunder Doctrine isn't on this list. So do I need to add that to the list or not? That's the only full dungeon. Alright, all 3 of them, you're gonna do them then? This is where you're gonna say, no, I'm just gonna do the fucking Warlock, and then I'm not gonna bother doing that! That's what happened last time. I'll do them. Yeah, I'll do the Warlock one, and then fucking. Oh yeah, I didn't do the Warlock one. Don't do the Warlock one. You fucking. Okay, well I'll just ignore it for now, cause you know what? It's not now. Is there anything else I have to worry about at all? You bothered to go get this thing yet? Complete objectives to unlock. Oh, you haven't done the fucking kills for it. I know about the builds. Oh my god. I'm just gonna delete your hunter, so it'll be fine. You will delete the hunter. Fucking. You better have some builds you actually want. Alright, is that it then? Is that all I have to worry about? Is those things? Is that it? Okay. You're not gonna spring anything else on me, are you? When you suddenly remember there's like 15,000 things you couldn't be arsed doing. um. No, not yet. That just means yes later on. Fine. I'm gonna delete your hunter while you're gone. I'll see you in a minute. Alright. Um. Okay. That's all I've set up for so far. Okay, it's gonna take me forever to get those checkpoints. It's gonna be great. Alright. But it's Salvation's Edge, Prophecy, Root Boss, Warlord's Rune, and Deepstone, which is gonna be Tanix. I need to get the CPs for like everything bar Salvation's Edge, pretty much. That means going and getting 4 sets of checkpoints and then storing it, which is gonna take fucking forever. That's gonna be fun. Maybe I should just do that on my account, off screen. While I'm doing other stuff at the same time. Maybe I can, if I can pay attention to it. Where's the fucking portable thing? I don't know if we'll be doing the salvation. Alright. What's the problem with the... Okay, who's the problem on here? Alright, you said your warlock's fine. Who's the actual problem? Alright, because we can just delete the character and then we can move on. And we don't have to worry about it. Alright, well, what's wrong with these loadouts? What do you actually use on this, unless the warlock? Hold on. Alright, what's wrong with these fucking loadouts? Do these all need to exist? Or should I just start hitting delete on all of them? Alright, delete it is. Go find me some builds. I'm being serious. They're gone. Go find some hunter builds, like, as in, not a million. I'm just clearing the law. Alright, they're gone. I'm not even kidding. Alright, I've wiped out the builds. Now find me some builds. And we'll put back a few, because you don't use all of them. So there's no point in them all being there. So we might as well put back the ones you do use. Or recreate them. Then there won't be a big mess here anymore, will there? What's that build that's on now? Prismatic Tether. Why? I don't know what the fuck these things are for, but they do something. They keep giving us these curios of the 9. I'm really curious what they are. Save that one on number 3. I mean, I don't know which one's number 3, so I'm gonna say this one and deal with it. They actually give us the name for once. They did actually give us the prismatic name. No. That's been updated since last I checked. Oh, there's no tether symbol, is there? They really need to give us the symbols for the supers. It kind of annoys me that they don't. We'll just do prismatic void, that'll do. Alright, next. That is saved, it's there on number 3 apparently. Um, if there's any other hunter builds you actually do want, you're gonna have to find them now. Fucking hate you. Send me a Clyde link. I'm gonna like explode and like set fire to it. Alright. It's probably gonna take longer than doing anything at the moment. Um. Alright, new aspect, don't care. Am I gonna have to listen to this guy yap on? I swear to God. You know, if you're trying to make this hard for me to fucking do, this is one way to do it. You fucking useless content creator. Sorry, I'm just mad at the content creator. So this isn't a prismatic build, this is a pure void build. I'm just literally using the images and saying fuck him. I will decide whether these are actually worth a damn when I look at them properly in a minute. What was the last? I can't see the last one. It is using Trapper's Ambush, and then it's probably using the new one, which is probably on the Prowl, right? I can't see the last two fragments, that's great. What is this? Oh my god. Like, do them in an order at least, you fucking... What is this? One of them, I think. You know, if he just showed a screenshot of his entire, like, thing... You know what, does he have a fucking dim link in it? I swear to God if he does. No, there is a Mobalytics link though. I'm going there. I'm sick of the video. That's fine. I'm not putting any weapons on these, just so you know. You're gonna have to deal with weapons yourself. I'm deliberate. That's what the blue weapons are for, if you didn't notice. That's why I have blue weapons. Because I'm going to delete those blue weapons, and that means when you load the build, it's not going to overwrite the weapons you have on, okay? It's fine. I'm already doing this fucking Prowler bullshit. Don't you... No, God. Okay, it's a tether, a different one. Okay, that's it. I swear to God. Finisher blows grant invisibility. Okay, so I have these in order now. What have they got? Echo of Undermining. Look. There's a lot of negative shit on this. Oh well. You don't need a million builds. You're gonna use like 2 of them, Mark, just so I'm aware, like, per fucking subclass. No, you do not need an invis head one. You're 2 invis already. What do you mean? You want to hide like a little bitch in a GM? Is that what you're telling me? That's exactly what you're telling me. Do you know what works? I'll give you a tip. Killing everything. with undermining, echo of stuff. I hate the fact when I tab back in, it presses the buttons too in the game. Instability and harvest. Yeah, every time I tab back in, it presses tab on the keyboard, technically on the game too, and then obscurity. Okay, and this one uses the goddamn Omnioculus, doesn't it? I think. Wait, am I on the Warlock? God damn it. It stays. It's fine. Not gonna get much choice on what Omnioculus it can use. We only have so many. Alright, I need to see his stats. Which gives me I just need to see his equip window so I can see the stats on the right. But he's such a useless content creator that I'm gonna have to literally thumb through about 1,000,000 things just to fucking find where it is. You think it'd be just like an important thing, just show the equip loadout? Makes it fucking easy for somebody to check. No, we don't do that here. We definitely don't do that here. Because what I want to see is the general balance of where he's putting his stats in the first place, right? Oh my god, this is the most disjointed crap ever. I'm about to play the video at like 3 times speed with the audio muted. Alright, no more videos from this guy, please. He's like, it's so difficult to just get what I want from the fucking video. I don't need explanations on why he's doing everything. I genuinely don't. I know how the subclasses work. In fact, I generally, when I see something, they do something dumb, I'll change it too, because they do stupid shit that doesn't make sense. And they think it's good, just to be different from each other, and sometimes it's just not. You and your fucking Graviton forfeit, I swear to fucking God. You realize, like, virtually all of these are fucking void, right? Alright, whatever. You only use Hunter for Void. Yeah, that's a problem. Wait, could I see his stat? I'd like, I just need to see his stats. Did this guy just not go anywhere? Okay. He's got no discipline. It's all, I don't even know if we can copy those stats. I'll do my best. The stats are really janky. Resilience 100, of course. Alright, and then he's gone for as much strength as possible. Yeah, I can't get as high as he did in here. I can only get to like 50. I would honestly bring strength down and bring the mobility up, maybe. I would balance it better. I'd probably go like that instead. With what we can do. For some reason he's got some really low recovery and really low discipline armor, which is something we generally don't do. I'll take the 50 discipline, I guess. Take the 30 recovery, and the rest can just go swivel, right? That's probably well enough. Why is this using... This is using a vendor item? What is it using? Where's this from? I don't even know what that's from. Apparently there's a 65 stat fucking piece of armor from a vendor it's using. Well, wait. Huh? It says it's artifice too. You're full of shit. Where is this from? Source vendor? Yeah, which one? Hinterland is... What? I swear Hinterland's the EDZ. There's no way that's got an artifice slot on it. Let's go fucking look. Just being honest. About to look. Let's all put these blue weapons back on. Alright, do you know what I'm doing with the blue weapons? The blue weapons will be wiped out once I'm done with the build. What it means is that when you equip the build, it won't change your weapons. So whatever weapons you have equipped when I do this, they will stay equipped when you switch builds. Which is kind of useful. Annoying to set up. Why can I see chromatic aberration? It's not even turned on. Why could I see it? No, these are Wildwood. What a Hinterland. I'm really confused. Where are these from? Hinterland. What the fucking vendor is this from? Is this the fucking... Is this the Iron Banner vendor or something? I need to know. Okay. I need to figure out where these are from. Let's go competitive. What's the new Iron Banner stuff called? Not even here. Iron Intent. No, it's not that. What about here? No. Winterheart, no. No. It's not an event piece. You piece of shit. Fucking kicks me out of the fucking menu for the 20th time. Light and Righteous, no. No. None of that. None of that. No. No. Okay, now I'm really confused. Where the hell is this armor from? What? Is it something on Xur? Because Xur's not here. Alright. I'm beginning to think it's Xur, because it's an old piece of armor that's not in the game anymore. So, it's not helping me. Alright, we're gonna have to dial back on the discipline to try and find something that's not... Oh my god, they all have it. Stop it. Alright. You know what? I don't care about these stats. Just give me a piece without this crap on it. Oh my god! Disable this item. Nothing works. Got it. What are you trying to use? Wildwood Mask from Devrim. We're not using that. What have we got? Tiers 35. I guess we'll take this one. We have to go with 70 strength, 70 mobility. It's probably the best I can do on this. It should be fine. We did nuke most of your armor, remember? And then we're trying to make some fucking weird ass loadouts now. It wants to use an Omnioculus from in here instead. It's a 67 as opposed to whatever this is. Alright, well, you're going back in the vault, I guess. Where's the helmet? This is really starting to tick me off. What helmet are you using? Zealot mask, from where? How is it 62? Is this up? I'm refreshing. Is it in the postmaster? Why are you using some... Oh my god, right, well I guess we're using it. I don't care about arguing with it, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. You know we're probably going to be doing this for a while. Well, it's a good job I have checkpoints to get tomorrow, isn't it? Probably need to put this on this, by the way. Pull the mods off. I want to hear how much this, by the way, how much this build sucks ass or anything when you picked it. I don't want to hear about it. Your problem. Well, that's a you problem, isn't it? Yeah, I'll make it red. There you go. Anyway, let's put some mods on it. It's not going to be up to power yet. We're going to need infusion material for it, which is what the hopefully the pinnacles will do, right? Put that in the vault. Raiden Flux out here. Why is this out here? Go in the vault. Shards of Galena. Go in the vault. Mask of Bacchus. Go in the vault. Okay. What do we need to make this work? It looks like... I'm gonna look at the stat combination just in case, honestly. Where did it go? Probably this one, right? Yeah. Major mobility to resilience. So, mobility... Resilience... Resilience... And then... 2 strength... And... Yeah, okay. And then it needs at least one mobility minor mod. I can see that already. And then one strength minor mod somewhere. Bring it up to 70, 70, 100. So yeah, it's 70 mobility, 70 strength, 100 resilience, and the rest of the stats don't really matter, right? This has got a lot of random shit on it, but sure, we'll do this, right? Wants to use double harmonic siphon. Sure, we'll do that. That sounds like fun. I'm just gonna put a heavy ammo finder on it rather than a special. I don't believe in that, right? That on. Oh, this one could probably use the mobility mod here instead. Shifting them around so I can have the mods. The chest, I'm just gonna do standard. You can change these as needed for for resistances. I don't care, right? Double void damage plus recuperation. Down here, obviously, we want a Reaper mod because we dodge. Is there anywhere else I can put a resistance? I'm pretty sure I can't get another one from somewhere. Oh, I can. Swap those around. That should do it. I get the grenade mod here too, right? There we go. Don't know what you use this for, but there you go. What's in here? Should be this, this, this. Should be that, apparently. Yeah. Don't ask me how to use this. But I'm saving it. Are we gonna save it here? Those purple colors are awful. Can't tell which one's which. Hate the fact you have to cycle all the way back through just to find the fucking color again. That one? That one. Okay. We'll go with the GM symbol. We'll do Nightfall. There you go. Okay, what's next? I have no idea if this is going to work or not, by the way. But it's there! So, these two are both done-ish. So, the stupid this void bill. Let me close these tabs for the other things first. Open this now. Oh god, this fucking... I had to deal with her, by the way. Day 1 dungeon, I joined a group. That girl was in it. And she's useless. Just thought I'd mention it. The Maven, whatever. I'd never even heard of her. I'm gonna be honest. I told her she was doing... It was at the locks on second encounter. Yeah, she was, right? And she wouldn't take any sort of advice from anyone. So she kept... I told her multiple times the locks auto can't go to kill. Because she kept panicking about them going to auto switch over to, to kill to start the encounter. I told her, if the encounter could auto start, I wouldn't have spent an hour trying to start the encounter. Which shut her up, by the way. But anyway, she's not. She's kind of worthless when it comes to. She kept dying. I'm being serious. Here, watch. I'll show you actually. Let's see. Let's go to dungeon report. Where is it? No, not raid report. I've literally only been in this dungeon once. On contest, I haven't went back. The same with Vespers. I can't be asked. Let's see. Here we go. This bitch. Right there. Fucking died 105 times. It's under Doctrine on day 1. There you go. She's worthless, by the way. So yeah, let's do a build by her! Oh, this is gonna be fucking terrible. Oh god, I don't want to listen to her voice. I heard enough of it already. Alright, well, it's a Telesto build, so you can get your Telesto out yourself. Is there just a gear link to this so I don't have to listen to her? Dim loadout? Oh my god, I'm gonna click this and I'm gonna regret it, aren't I? I'm being serious, I heard enough of her crap on day 1, I don't want to hear any more. Alright, I'll do what I can with this. It's not amazing, but we'll deal. Okay, what do we got? Stylus Executioner and Vanishing Step. Let's check these off for now. You thought I was joking, didn't you? Echo of Undermining. Echo of Starvation. She probably just stole the fucking build off someone else anyway. Echo of Secession. This is looking very similar to what I already had set up a year ago. Literally a year ago. The build you had was like a year old. Or more for the Void chest piece. I'm not joking, Mark, it was. Like, I set that up like over a year ago and you were still using it. So it just looks like the same shit. I'm not gonna lie. I need some stats. For this stupid ass build. Well, you know, she doesn't ever look at her stats page. It's probably because she never looks at her fucking character. She tells me a lot about the way she was playing, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. Think I'm flaming her now? That's literally the exact same stat spread that she has. So, deal with it. You know what? This is looking very much like very similar to the fucking stat of armor that was already on originally for this goddamn build. Hey, but what do I know? Am I in the tower? Because that's going to affect whether I can move things. Yeah, it is. I didn't even know that was a streamer or anything, by the way. Or a YouTube person. I had no idea. I just know she's an annoying cow. And I know it because I was stuck in the fucking dungeon for long enough listening to her. Yes, I am toxic, and no, I don't care. She legitimately, she wouldn't take any advice from anyone. She thought she knew everything. She didn't. Even the other guy who was her friend apologized to me afterwards when she left. Just hilarious. Said she's a bit she's a bit of an idiot. And so let's see. Discipline. I should tell you everything you need to know when somebody's friend of them had to apologize to the person because she's a bit of a dickhead. Strength mod Moija times 5 minor mod and then 1 times artifice on something. So this can be, I'll fix these around. I might have to move these around in a sec, but we'll deal with this. No, not that, there. And what was the other one? Is it intellect? I think it's intellect. Plus 3. No. Yes. Why is my intellect off? No, I think I know why. I haven't set any of these up yet. Trapper's ambush, vanishing step. And secession. You having fun? Obscurity, starvation, undermining. Fuck off. Undermining. Starvation. Obscurity. There we go. Okay. Stat should be in a better place now. And we need the 3 intellect, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I think we do. So we'll put the imp mod there, and yeah, okay. Now I have to put the mods in. So this, apparently, because it uses Telesto, so good luck with this. I don't agree with this. Just use whatever the fuck you want, okay? I'm gonna put heavy there. I think heavy is more valuable to have when dropping, especially when you're using it for mods than a lot of the time than special. Because you can get special with finishes. A lot easier, right? Is this a grenade mod? I think it is. Can I steal that? I think I can. Swap them around, put the grenade mod here. I move mods around, by the way, because it lets me fit certain amounts of mods in different places. Some don't need to be there, some do. I'm not sure I like this, but okay. We're gonna go this arc. Apparently charged up. Can see why she dies a lot now. There's like no survivability in this. Need I say more? Oh, I need another mod here. Do I have another grenade mod somewhere? Do have the strength mod 5 here. Guess I could put it here instead. Yeah, this is why I don't agree with it, because there is a special finisher in here, right? So why would you bother putting like special ammo finders? I just wouldn't. But I have brain cells, so I didn't. Alright. Apparently this is the build. I changed out these for heavy finders. You can just put whatever you want. Honestly, just go in here and put what you want in here, right? It doesn't even matter to me. You know, I change like there's minor mods I change all the time. This is like some of them where I change like these all the time, and I also change like these mods down here all the time too. When I'm doing like DPS or something, you'll see me change them out for like triple surges and things. It doesn't matter, right? You should always just switch them for what you're doing, and not like try and have a set saved permanently. Oh god. All right. What's next? Stupid fucking rigs build you're never gonna use. Oh great, no links. Cool. Gonna have to fucking thumb through the video for everything I need. Amazing. Okay, what have we got here? That looks like this is salvation, instability, right? So undermining, persistence, starvation, stability. It was expulsion. Stability, starvation, persistence, undermining. Did I have persistence? I didn't. There we go. Waiting for it to respond. Alright, we want the shit rigs. The things that no one uses. Cool. Sources apparently from a vendor. I'm not enjoying this vendor shit. Fails. See, this is vendor failsafe. See this? Source vendor failsafe. That tells me where that piece is, right? We're probably not going to use that, don't worry. But the other one wasn't telling me. It was just like vendor. I was like, what vendor? Vendor. Yeah, which vendor? A vendor. Yeah, no. There was no vendor. Alright, I need a stat spread. I need like an armor screenshot. This is close. I can't see it though because of a stupid window. Oh, this is useless. His stupid camera covers the stat spread. Like, this is where it is, by the way. This is where I would be able to see it. Oh wait, I can see it here. Never mind. I just couldn't see it because that was obscured. Okay, is this what he's doing? 100. What? Mark, it has 100 imp, by the way. I hope you realize this. Good luck. I'm doing it. You're just gonna regret this. You know I know what the fuck I'm talking about, so haha, get fucked, I guess. I mean, the stat spread you can get is slightly better than the stat spread he has, I think. Alright, this looks terrible, whatever. You're wondering, it uses 5 imp mods, so, you know. And almost certainly uses 1 imp mod here too. And probably the other two are resilience mods, by the looks of it. Maybe a discipline mod? I don't know, I better check. 2 resilience mods, and a discipline mod, and an imp mod, yeah, it is. It is a discipline mod. So, okay. $100 imp, by the way. I'm not sure I agree with this at all. I think this build is worthless. Like just in general, like as a build concept, this is kind of useless. But hey, we're doing it. And you'll see why I'm saying it's kind of worthless, because it's not. Well, rigs are kind of dumb in general, and then throw on top of the fact that intellect's a terrible stat to spec into now because they nerfed the living shit out of it. I don't know what to tell you. I need some mods now. Where are they? This is a terrible guide. This is even worse than the fucking girl's guide, and that's saying something because she's pretty fucking bad. Um, hey, it couldn't get much worse, right? This will do, I guess. It's good enough. You can see them at least. Don't have the names, but I can use the pictures. They're obsessed with special ammo. They're obsessed with Telesto. They really are. Whatever. There's your Telesto. Jesus. Yep, we're doing the zero survivability thing. This is amazing. I'm just making the armor match. You can deal with it in more detail. I'm just putting sets on. So with a shader, so at least they don't look like they're rolled in a trash can, okay? Don't know what to call this one, but we're putting it here, I guess. Alright, one more, I think, for this useless piece of crap. By the way, these are paired with specific weapons. You're gonna have to dig the weapons out. You said like yourself, like I said. I'm removing the weapons from this customization, right? So what it means is your weapons stay. So if you put a Telesto on and then load one of these loadouts, the Telesto will stay equipped because these blue weapons won't exist shortly. All the loadouts have been saved with these blue weapons. I'm gonna remove the blue weapons afterwards, like delete them from your inventory, and then it can't equip them. It's kind of how it works. I know you're not gonna use this shit build either, but whatever. The dim loadout. We'll go there instead. Open loadout and dim. Give me the basic fragments at least, so I can start building the build. Where's this? Trappers and Vanishing Step. Okay, so it's Trappers Vanishing for a start. Trappers Ambush, Vanishing Step. What have we got? We've got Echo of Persistence. They all pretty much use very similar fragments, right? Because there's only so many fragments that are actually useful. Most of the other ones are useless, right? I have to find what fucking persistence is. There it is. Echo of Obscurity. Yeah, they all pretty much use very similar phenotype. I don't know why I keep removing all the fragments, but I just do it just to, you know, have a clean slate when I'm setting them. But a lot of the time I don't need to, to be honest. Yeah, instability. They all use some very similar shit. Instability is this bottom right one. Reprisal. Why am I not surprised? Alright. Zero out this again. Stupid helmet. So persistence, obscurity, instability. And then the final one was reprisal. Here, right? Did you harvest this? Reprisal got stats on it? No, reprisal doesn't have stats on it, never mind. Alright, what else do I need? I can see his stats there. You see, I don't even know. Like, if they show me the stats, I don't need to watch the video. I don't. We'll go about 60 here. Apparently goes for a lot of disciplines, so like 90. About 50 recovery. It's about right, honestly. He's got 4. He's got worse stats than you, but I'd go 60 strength probably, and then 30 intellect. Intellect's not that great. Just don't want to be using vendor stuff if I can help it, especially if it's like, hey, look, source vendor Hinterland. Yeah, no, I don't know where that's from. What's this? This doesn't use any vendor shit. It's doing the Hinterland thing to me again. I think it's Xur. I genuinely think it's Xur, and Xur's not here. It's reading Xur even though in the API, right, from last week. That's what I think it's doing. That's why it can't tell me where the vendor is. Actually annoying. Alright, let's see. 3 mobility mods. Just gonna throw them anywhere for now. We'll deal with them later. 3 mobility mods. 101 Artifice Resilience mod. Brings it to 101. One recovery and one artifice recovery. One grenade. Artifice mod. Do we have another artifice slot? Like we don't. No, we do. Makes sense, I guess. What does that bring? 1 to 90. Okay, that's fine. And then a major mod for strength. It should be all of the basic mods in place. 60, 150, 90, 30, 60, right? I reduced the intellect on purpose, by the way, on this build. He had a lot, he had more intellect and less strength. I just put it in the strength. I said, sod it. I'll be honest with you. I think the intellect's mostly worthless when I see it, right? And genuinely, some of these content creators, I guarantee I probably fucking have more experience with some of this shit than they do. I probably may play more Hunter than they ever have. Doesn't mean I like to play it, because right now it's in the toilet and we should delete the Hunter. Never bring it back. Saying. Alright, we'll do this. This is fine. What have we got? He's using some sort of solar weapon with this. I'm not gonna care. I'm just letting you know. I will set it up with the solar weapon thing he has on it. I'm not gonna put the weapon there though, because I'm not. I'm gonna put standard resistances, which is arc solar void. I'm not gonna do anything like what he's doing, where it's like double arc or something. They're very specific, and you should change them based on the activity you're doing, right? Is my opinion on that. Using like a kinetic weapon pickup and a fucking solar weapon pickup, like fucking no. Sure, we'll do that, I guess. I don't know, what's the fucking solar weapon he's using with this? Oh, he's using some solar bow and a Gjallarhorn to solo something. I mean, change the fucking mods, Mark. As you need. Don't just use it. What is that? Distribution, really? I've got an extra mod slot. I'm just put that in. Okay, like just trust me when I say change the like thingy mods as you need them. Like, you know, the scavenger or weapon mods. I don't even know why he has a kinetic thing on, by the way. It's like, I guess it's for his supremacy. Sure, I guess. Again, I'm not equipping the weapons, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm doing it because I want the loadouts to be weapon agnostic, right? Which means basically when you equip them, they don't change your equipped weapons, right? That's on purpose. Wait, no. Right, so I don't want them to change. At least. No matter what this is. At least as much as, you know, I'm doing here. But it's set up anyway, right? What else is the names here? I'm just curious. I'm going to call this one PBE, I guess. Damn it. You can fix all the fashion on these, but just be aware you might mess up some of the loadout stuff. As in the weapon loadouts, unless you put the blue weapons created back on them when you're messing with the fashion and resave them over their originals, okay? Because look, you see the way they all have the blue weapons currently? That's not going to happen very soon, because what's going to happen now is I'm going to do this. And guess what? Now they have no weapons. So now with the weapons they have equipped, right? I can click them and they don't change the weapon, see? No weapon changing. Even though I've switched between every loadout. Keeps the same weapons. So your weapons don't get changed. Right? I don't know what a slam down build is. I think you're talking about consecration. You only use like fucking 2 Titan builds. I wiped out the Hunter because the Hunter, right? You basically use none of these builds that were there. You use like 1 or 2 of them, right? So I nuked them all out and now they're all being replaced, right? Which is they're basically the same except some of them are worse. But anyway, that's dealt with, right? Alright, what do I have to worry about here? Like, half these builds don't need to be here. This... Okay, so, let me just point out. This build was relatively new. This was the Arc Titan build, wasn't it? This was added to punch things, right? This is the slam build that I usually just use for fucking boss damage sometimes. There's a PvP build up here for Void. Number 6. I don't know what the fuck's no. Oh wait, there's why is there 2 of them here? All right. We're gonna start wiping some out. Okay, it's this one probably, actually. This one's got all its mods. I don't know what's going on with 11, but it's going to be about to be gone very soon, right? What's it damn? Loadouts. The more of them I get rid of, the better. So 11. Clear slot 11. Alright. What's going on with 12? What is this? This just looks like it's been copied from over here. Except worse. This is like a... updated Arc Slam. I know what you mean. This Arc Slam one is fine, Mark. This one, there's no reason to change anything. Like this works perfectly fine. Like if you're talking about just like an updated like fucking what's it called, Curious of the Falling Star, this is just a thing to hit a boss with. It has 100 resilience, 100 recovery, and the other stats are fine. This is perfectly okay. There's no reason to even fucking change this. If I'm honest with you. I can remove the weapons and resave it, but I don't think there's any reason to fucking redo it. And you want the new fragment? There, done. Fixed! Right? You wanna fuck with me? Then I'll just do that. I don't think you understand. That's how it works. You just swap it and it works. You asked for that. And no, I don't need to change anything. That's just how it works. I'm getting the weapons out real quick that I want to nuke all the weapon loadouts. Why is this called solar? I accidentally pressed it up. I actually don't know which direction is which for these fucking things. There we go. Right. Overwrite. Fixed. Alright. This build can go. This 4th build for Strand, I think this can disappear, right? It's gone. The less loadouts are here, the better. This is a Void PvP one, right? I think what I'll do is I'll just resave it with no weapons. Overwrite. Okay. Don't know what's going on with the Loreley's one up here. Is this used at all? This Void one is just a fucking Saint 14 one can go. Deal with the class item ones in a second. This bottom slam one just doesn't seem to serve a purpose either. These are all class items. This one has a class item on with an arc build. Is this prismatic or is this something else? Oh, it's prismatic. Okay. Doesn't tell you it's prismatic when you hover over, by the way. That's why it's confusing. Like, no, I know I have to set these manually, but the actual preview window just shows an arc slam. It doesn't show it's a prismatic slam. It should show it's prismatic. They're the exact same, you see, when I hover over them. There's no difference. And this one's arc and this one's prismatic, but I can't tell the difference between them other than looking at the things. I'm aware. I'm going to sort out what the fuck's going on with those in a minute. What's this solar build? Is this Loreley's build even used? I feel like this was an old build that like is completely redundant now. Because they nerfed the Loreley's into the ground. That's where I'm going with this. I think this one's actually completely pointless. Haven't used it since Solar, it's gone. If we can always move, the chances of us getting another solar artifact that will make a solar build when it comes up, but there's no point this being here, right? It's just all it's doing is taking up space in your thing and making it harder to tell which builds you actually do have. So what I should do is this the wrong blue? Can't tell. feel like the light sky blue is the right one. I feel like that's the right one for Arc. Okay. Alright, now let's nuke slot 6. Okay. You know what I did there? I didn't delete it, I moved it, right? I moved it to slot 1 from slot 6 so it's not flying down there. Now I need to figure out which one of these is actually worth keeping. You don't need a different element because I've told you before you can just switch the prismatic super as you want and it doesn't matter, right? It's not solar, you're not going to be using solar. You just want the fucking consecration slam is what you're saying. That's what you mean. Look at these. That one's fucked up. That one's not fucked up. This one's probably the slam build. Assassin Syntheseps? Yeah, it is. This one. This one, right? You can change this super to anything you want on the Prismatic and it affects nothing, by the way. Right? You can literally pick any of these and it doesn't matter. Right? I'm going to leave it on the axes because it's probably the most useful of them. Right? This is your one where you go invisible. It should have arc there. It doesn't matter what it has there, Mark. You can change it to arc if you want. I'm going to make it void because I think it's the most single useful one. Doesn't matter. What are you talking about here? It does have. It has knockout and it has consecration. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't agree with the grenade that much. I'd probably put this grenade on instead. Or even this stupid grenade, even though I hate it. Fragments are fine. This one's set up correctly. This is the one I set up, right, with the 90 strength, right? You know what, actually? We'll do that. Right, the rest of these are just... I don't know what the fuck they are. Right? I don't think it matters. I've told you before, right? When it comes to these prismatic builds, all you do is literally swap the fucking class item and swap the super. Right? You don't need to do anything special to make them work. So if you want to just change this from Spin of the Assassins to the Severance enclosure, you can. You just need to match the stats of the original class item and you're good. Right? These literally are all interchangeable, these exotic class items. You just put whichever one you want on, right? You want to use a Star Eaters one, you just put it on, right? You just swap the stats to match the original stats. So you just look at the original class item and then put the same mods on and swap it, okay? And when it comes to the super, like I said, you just literally pick whichever super you feel like using, right? It doesn't matter. Everything works with everything on this build, okay? It's already all set up for slamming things. The rest of these don't matter and are about to disappear, right? Which makes it super easy to fucking and clearer now. Most of them were fucked up anyway. Alright, is that better now? I've cleaned it up to literally... You have a Slam Arc build, the Punch Arc build, you've got the Prismatic Slam build, and then you have a PvP Void build with a One-Eyed Mask, right? That's it for now. There are more slots to add, but I've cleaned it up because the rest of them didn't matter, right? And now that I've done that, they're all saved, right? I can now nuke these weapons. Just gonna put anything on because it doesn't matter, right? And I'm gonna nuke these blue things, and now it won't unequip your weapons when you change the loadouts too. You can put whatever weapons you're on, and then switch to whichever one you want, and then it won't mess it up. Alright, that is sorted out too, right? So I put the builds on a diet, but they're just the builds you use, right? But like I said, when it comes to this prismatic build, don't panic too much. Like I said, right? If you want to change the class, just look at the mods that are on the class item, especially these mods here. These two are the ones that matter, the discipline and 2 discipline mods, right? Just put those on the class item and the stats will always match, right? And then just pick whichever class item you want, which has the things on you want, right? Because you can literally, they can just swap them out. There's no stats on here, so it doesn't change any of this as long as you put the mods on, right? And then with the super, you can use any of these supers, right? So when you use this build, you can literally, if you feel like using the arc, use the arc. If you feel like using the strand, use the strand, right? None of this affects the stats. It's just a super. This is the good thing about Prismatic is you can switch between all of these, and it doesn't fucking matter, right? I've got it on Void for now because it's just the one you can throw in the distance, right? But you can go Slam if you want. You can go fucking Glacial Quake. You can go the Hammers. You can go the Blade Fury. It doesn't matter, right? The only thing it will affect, right, is if you have these on, the Harmonics on, right? Right now it's tuned for Void Weapons because it's a Void Super, right? If you change your Super, it will change the Harmonics, right? This doesn't even have a fucking thing on, so it doesn't matter, right? And neither does this. So it's only going to change the helmet mod, technically, right? And if you don't care about that, you can take off the heavy mod and put on one that's independent, right? But you should be adjusting this for your weapon anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright? And the stats on this were pretty good when I made it originally anyway. It's got 90 strength, it's got 100 discipline, it's got 100 fucking resilience. You don't need recovery because this build literally heals itself every time it slams something, right? If you ask my opinion, this build should really be used with one of those grenade, you know, the Lost Signal grenade launcher to help build the prismatic bar really quickly. Whichever primary you want, and then whichever heavy you want, right? And then go around consecrating the fuck out of everything. That's how you do it, right? None of this matters. Okay, they're all set up, alright? Now, then, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to finish up early tonight and be on tomorrow morning, or do you want me to go late tonight and not be on tomorrow morning? Because I could finish up fairly soon, and then I can get up tomorrow and we can do some dungeons and stuff or whatever, and then probably have to push the salvation raids till later on at some point. But we can worry about that towards like maybe Friday. So do you want me to finish up like soon and then be on tomorrow at 11 instead, so we can and just get the checkpoints then and do the dungeons then, and some of the raid checkpoints? We're not going to get a Salvation's Edge going tomorrow at 11. I will try. We're probably not, but I'll try, right? Alright. But you're happy I've at least sorted that shit out for you, right? The, what's it called? The loadout stuff now? You're going to quit bitching, or I'll delete your Hunter for it and say, there, I fixed it properly instead. Now it's fixed. You can't moan if it doesn't exist. Right? The Warlock's still a bit of a mess, but you like the Warlock builds are fine. Most of them work still, right? But generally, the build you want to be on the Titan anyway is the Consecration, unless you're running this like the Arc build with the funny Arc shit with the the Thunderlord, right? With the barricade on this. So unless you're doing that, you kind of want to be on the Consecration build anyway. Yeah, I could probably have slimmed down some of the Warlock ones. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow at some point, I guess. It's just cleaner if I remove half of them, because then you can tell what's here, right? That's why I knew when you said okay, we're doing the 100. I just nuked them all. I was like, okay, these are all a mess. They're gone, right? I said, go find builds, and these are gone. the one thing you're gonna have trouble with is if you want to do the fashion on some of them, right? Your best bet is to buy some blue weapons, right? Like I did from collections. So go into the collections, right? And just go to like auto rifles and go to like the third page or so, or the fourth. Okay, like the fifth page, right? Buy a primary weapon from here that's facing this direction. Buy a primary weapon over here that's facing the other direction. Then just go to the heavy weapons on the swords or something, and buy another blue weapon and equip them. Put your fashion on, and then load it first. Put the fashion on, put the blue weapons on it, and then resave it over. Okay, and then it won't, and then delete the weapons, right? And what that'll do is it'll allow it to have no weapons in the build, right? And why you want no weapons is if you put a Thunderlord on here, right? And then you want to switch loadouts, right? So I switch to the Arc. Now the Thunderlord stays, it doesn't move the weapon. Which is one of my piss-offs with the whole thing, is I hate the fact that it moves weapons constantly, right? There's this funny stuff I can do too, right? Imagine if I wanted to make weapon loadouts, right? I can make weapon loadouts. What I do is I buy a bunch of blue armor and I put the blue armor on, and then I make a weapon set loadout, right? And then I put the weapon set loadout down there, and then I delete the blue armor, and it only changes the weapons. So you can do it two, like different ways, right? Right now, none of the characters look particularly bad though. I don't think. They don't look like they've rolled in the garbage can. Maybe some of them do. I don't fucking know, right? No, like I tried to make sure the Hunter didn't look like it rolled through the trash. I just put the Trials armor on it, right? Or the Doki Doki armor. Either one, right? But yeah, we can look tomorrow and see how much I can nuke out of the Warlock. The Warlock's got some builds that are decent. It has the turret build, which you fuck up constantly by putting the stasis turret on, but that's fine, right? Because I can just take it off again. I don't like the stasis turret. Right, I don't need it. I would rather have, the reason why I take it off is because I would rather have the Devourer and the regeneration from healing, right? I have 2 turrets already. I don't need to free stuff. That's why. You have the Arc boots build now, which is actually really strong with not the transversive steps, the other one, right? And that generates a super really quickly, and then also some of the solar builds are still relevant, right? There's not really a lot of time. I mean, if I'm gonna get up tomorrow, I kind of shouldn't really go too long now. If I actually want to get up, right? So I shouldn't try and do anything too long. I could try and acquire some checkpoints for a while, ready for tomorrow, I guess. We could try and do that. Let me see if I can get some of them. And then probably call it before, and then do the checkpoints tomorrow after we finish stuff. I think that's the best bet to go. Like, try and get some of them. Let's see. What am I looking for? Maybe this. This is the bot, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's see. What do we need? Where's my list gone? I won't transfer them to my account today, but what we'll do is we'll put them on your Warlock, and then I'll transfer them to my account tomorrow. Because I can't be asked going and getting the thing, right? But we'll do that tomorrow. We'll transfer the whatever checkpoints I get, and then and I'll end up doing them. So we need a prophecy. We need a root of nightmares. Oh god, I'm gonna fall asleep doing this. I swear to God. Let's see. Q. What do we want? We want Warlord's Rune. Let's do that. Oh, what did I fucking not set? Oh, I didn't set boss, that's why. Oops. Alright. There we go. We've queued up for Warlord's Ruin boss first. Yay. 20 minutes of our life is about to disappear. But yeah, we'll try and get a couple of these checkpoints, and I'll probably call it for the night. And then what we'll do is we'll put the checkpoints on my character tomorrow, and then we'll try and run some of them tomorrow. And then after that, we'll try and set a time when I can run. What's it called? Salvation's Edge. Those usually, honestly, take me hours. So, and usually you have to do those at night. And it's usually better on a weekend night too. Usually, because there's more people around. So we're probably looking at Friday or Saturday night for Salvations, probably, right? Yeah, probably Saturday. It's just because they can take. It literally takes me overnight. Like I'll be there from fucking like 11 till like 6 the next morning, doing like 3 of them in a row. I get them done. It's just they can take a while, just because of LFG's really shit. I'm gonna be honest. That fucking raid. Let's just be blunt about that. LFG does. It's the hardest raid there's ever been. So LFG tends to be even worse at it than usual, right? Like it's just how it is. Just like they're really shit at some of the other dungeons too. Like the you know the newer dungeons that are harder. The harder the dungeons get, the more terrible they get. You know. Um. It's just a thing. We didn't miss a thing. I'm seeing people queuing for Crota. I'm just gonna make sure Crota's not actually one of the things. It's not, is it? No, it's not. It's not lit. Oh wait, Crota's up here. Yeah, it's not Crota. Okay. Just making sure. I saw people queuing for Crota in the bar. It's like, why? It's just because they need it. Thought I'd like missed one of the pinnacles or something. I had not. So yeah, we need Warlord's Ruin. We need a prophecy, which we'll go queue up after this for. We need root. And what was the other thing? And Deepstone. We need a Deepstone checkpoint, right? And that's it for the checkpoints. And then obviously the other 3 things will be Salvation's Edge on Saturday. Hopefully, if I can get some of these checkpoints now, we'll get some of the dungeons definitely going tomorrow. The dungeon checkpoints for sure, right? It's usually easier to get 3 people, especially early, than 6. Although I probably shouldn't have any trouble getting a Deepstone. I think if I have a Deepstone checkpoint for Taniks, I think I can get people for that early on too. I think I don't even have to talk to them probably. If you don't have to talk to them, it's easier to get them because a lot of them don't want to do comms, right? Because they're fucking shitters. Put it here so I can see the listing if it comes in. But yeah, we're just wasting our lives waiting for the checkpoint bot. But the first thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna move them all to my characters. So we have 3 of them to use. When we do it tomorrow, I'll move them all across. Just makes it easier. Because then I will join checkpoints if people are, queuing for them or listing them, for looking for people. Yeah, we'll delete the Warlock, it's fine. Warlock go bye-bye. But not as bye-bye as the Hunter's going bye-bye. I mean, most of these builds are not that terrible. I don't use this as much as I did, because it's the solar things aren't on, I'm gonna be honest. There's a healing build here, that's fine. This is the turret build. This probably doesn't need to exist. This is a prismatic build, I think, with the... Probably got the class item on. I don't know when the last time you used that build. That looks like a PvP one with something on it. That's another prismatic, and this has an alchemist raiment on it for some reason that I don't even know why you have. If I'm honest, the build you probably want is a sanguine alchemy build for boss damage on the warlock. It's like a switch build to go to do solo, like to do like literally damage on a boss, right? And then after that, probably the turret build still. Probably the healing build still, because it's still useful. Probably one of the prismatic builds, it doesn't matter which. And then probably the new arc build here. This one's pretty fun, the new arc build. But other than that, I don't think you need much more. Don't really run Nova a lot of the time. If you do, it's probably prismatic Nova anyway, which means you just switch out the super. So it's probably going to be more removing these and consolidating them than updating new ones, because we kind of don't need to. Most of them are fine. It's number 2 a PvP one. I mean, oh yeah, it is. Sorry, I mistook the gauntlets. Those are Ophidian aspects. There's an Ophidian down here too, isn't there? Or is this a turret? Okay, I switched them around. But yeah, these two, same. So you have an Ophidian PvP build, then the turret build, this arc build, this healing build, and then one of the prismatic builds, and I think that's kind of all you need, maybe with a sanguine alchemy damage build, right? I don't even think the rest of them are valid. And probably remove like a bunch of them and just have like 5 of them here. And the prismatic one, if you want to go Nova, you just switch it to Nova, just like the Titan, right? You just swap the class item and swap the Nova. You don't need a build for it. You just need the standard, prismatic build, and then it just works. That's the beauty of prismatic. You don't need a build for each of the supers. You just need to swap the super because they just work. You can have a Star Eater class item on, and it will work for Solar, it will work for Strand, and it will work for Void. And they're very flexible. You don't need individual builds for each one. You literally just go into the super and change it. So you only need like 5, probably 5 builds in there max. There's like 10 at the moment. Oops, I just clicked whatever that did. It doesn't matter, we're probably deleting that one anyway. It's an Alchemist Raiment Boots, and they're good for reloading in the air, but it's probably going anyway. Sanguine build is just like a well build, with Sanguine Alchemy, and then like a solar weapon for boss DPS, and you do like a ton of fucking damage, like a sleeper or something else, right? Because you have the equivalent of 4 times surges. You can even amp the damage even more by loadout switching to a like a stasis subclass or something else, but more trouble than it's worth. I'll be honest. God, I will die waiting for these checkpoints, I swear. Because this is boring, kind of, but this is a necessary evil, as you know, getting the CPs. For sure. Because I didn't need all the CPs I got last time, right? But it was better I had them than I didn't. Because if there wasn't a post up for them, I could just put my own up. Yeah, I know we have to infuse things too. We do need but we need the pinnacles for that, right? So probably after Salvation's Edge when we've got most of them. And any you pick up in the meantime too, by the way, doing other stuff. Remember what I said? All powerfuls now, all um, all engram drops from like your prime engrams. They're all going to be 2020 now, so they can be infused. Okay, even your rank up drops from the vendors. Playing Iron Banner, you'll probably get some 2020 shit. I'm not gonna lie. Um, all of that shit, you can just use it to infuse your different builds, right? There's probably armor that I can put away if I can figure out which armor's not being used in any of the builds too. Especially on your Hunter and your Titan. There's a lot of armor in your inventory that probably doesn't need to be there. It can probably be vaulted for now. Doesn't mean we should delete it, by the way, because all of it was upgraded and was an actually useful armor at one point. It's not like the stuff that was sitting in the vault at 1900, right? But we can vault it just to get it out your inventory to give you a bit more space. If you know what I mean, because not every piece there is being used in something currently. I'll have to figure out which ones are which, and then vault the armor that's not being used. It would be preferable if I could vault all the armor, and then if I select the loadout, it pulls it back out again for me. That would be nice. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to do that, but I don't know if I can trust it to do that, right? I will try it at some point. I'll try vaulting all your armor and then switching loadouts and see what happens. If that works, then the only things we need to be holding are like the class items you need, and then the specific armor for the loadouts that you're currently using. And after that, well, the rest of it can just go in the vault and wait in case we need it again before we end up deleting it anyway. Eventually, at the end of the Act 3 of this season. Well, you know what I'm talking about, like the when Frontiers comes out in like the summer. We're just gonna all that armor's gone probably, right? Because we'll have to update all our armor to newer shit for sure. Which means farming more armor or different armor. Because armor stats are going to go to 200 or above. And the more you put in a stat, the more benefits there are to what you're doing. So we'll see. Gonna be able to have like 300 in grenade if you want. which is gonna be interesting, right? Checkpoint! Let's go. But yeah, you get the idea anyway. That is what we'll be doing. So this should be the Warlord's Ruin boss. We're gonna need the Prophecy boss, and then we're gonna need Taniks and Nezarec. And then I'll probably call it, and we'll get up tomorrow and do them. I know I haven't done anything other than the loadouts and got the checkpoints, but I'm just gonna get up and probably do them tomorrow anyway. After we finish your Warlock shit. I'm just wiping to make sure we have it. Alright. Let's see if we can get a Prophecy CP. Oh, that's a while. All right, well. Now I just look brain dead sitting here waiting for more CPs. Fuck off. I'm literally gonna get these checkpoints and then probably go to sleep anyway, Mark. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll get the 4 CPs I need on your character, and then I'll probably just call it. Because at least we've done a bit. Wait. It's gonna take like 20 minutes of CP, honestly. We'll trash the Warlock tomorrow, and then I'll try and get some people for the dungeons first, and then we'll try and do the raids, and probably Salvation's Edge on Saturday, probably, unless we get incredibly lucky and somehow I catch a Salvation's Edge like a unicorn at some point during the day, which is probably not likely because they'll all be terrible and I'll want to kill myself, but you know, in game. But yeah, tell you what, I'll probably go quiet anyway because you're probably gonna want to sleep or whatever, right? But yeah, I'm still here. I'm still just gonna be waiting for checkpoints. Well, yeah, I'm gonna suffer either way when I do Salvation's Edge. It's just how it is. Alright. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go quiet now. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for CPs and while trying not to die. And then, well, even if I don't get them, I can get them tomorrow probably, and there'll be less people in the queues. But yeah, you have a good night, Mark. And I'm still here, obviously, but yeah, I'll just be queuing. Alright.
What do you want, Augie? You want bacon pancakes? We already did it today. Do you want to do it again? You want bacon pancakes again? Okay. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Oh, sorry. Okay. We'll whisper. Sorry. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes.